Alright, you little paddle wheelers, here is our second set of Newton's second law problems. So remember, we're working with a net force and a mass that's accelerating. So remember our three steps when we're problem solving. We're going to always start with Newton's second law, the blank equation. We're going to plug in what the problem gives us, and then we're going to make sure we solve and we're paying attention to our units. I would have this equation written down on all your different things. Make sure you're thinking about which one you want to pick though. So this is what assignment 4 will look like. It'll ask you, for each of the following problems, determine the net force and calculate the acceleration or mass of the object. So if we look here, this isn't going to be a story problem, but we might have a 10 kilogram cart. Maybe somebody's pushing on it with 100 newtons and friction is going the opposite way with 50 newtons. It could be a tug of war, it could be a wagon, there could be lots of different things there. Our first step is going to be to calculate the net force, and there's a few different ways we can go about this, but it's best to just keep it simple and think about, well, what's going to win the tug of war? So we know if we have a 100 Newton pull to the left, or excuse me, to the right, and a 50 Newton pull to the left, the net force will be 50 newtons to the right, and I probably should have put 50 newtons to the right there. And now we can go figure out how fast is that cart or that object going to move. We'll remember that if we switch Newton's second law around, acceleration is the net force divided by the mass. So if we go plug in what we just found, we know that the net force, when we solved for it, was 50 newtons to the right. I probably should have put the direction there. And we know that that object weighs 10 kilograms. And now I can just set it up and I can see 50 divided by 10, that that object is going to accelerate at a rate of 5 meters per second to the right. And sometimes we'll even draw a little acceleration bracket right there to show that it's going to speed up to the right. Make sure you take your time, find your net force, and then apply Newton's second law. Good luck.